So I wanted to record this small video here because I came across some facts that I thought would be interesting to the people we work with at Exorbyte, small online retailers, small online stores. We've been doing this for a number of years. We've worked actually with larger ones, and we follow the trade press. In this case, it's Internet Retailer. I was on the site a few days ago, and I came across these facts, which I want to show you. They have something called Top 500. Please go to that URL if you want to see it for yourself, or you don't want to listen to my rant here of a few minutes. But I want to show you a few facts that they have on this Top 500 list that they publish every year. Clearly, well, it's the top 500 retailers, right? Online retailers. They're classified by online sales, and they have these facts which I thought were really interesting. They actually show something which we've been trying to explain to many small retailers we work with, because we've seen it unfold in the past, and we've seen it unfold also from the perspective of the large players in the industry, because we've sold software to some of the largest online stores, and today we bring this software as a subscription, as a low-cost alternative to small retailers. And one of the reasons we bring it to them is we think that it's going to help them compete with these top 500, and especially the very top players in the industry, which really make up for the bulk of sales online. Now, 86%. That's the first number, which I find interesting. And I'm first going to browse quickly over those numbers so that those that don't want to listen to the whole story can just see my point here by their own judgment. Right? So the first number I want to talk about is this 86%. 86% of all the sales made by the top 500 stores are generated by only a fifth of them. Right, 20% of the stores of this top 500 are generating 86% of the money. How are they going to do that? How are they doing this? This is a perfect example of the 80-20 rule. One of the reasons they're doing this and they're able to do this is they've clearly figured something out which other stores have not. This is a space that's been moving a lot and changing a lot, and growing a lot also. But is it really growth that's fueling, that ability of some of the stores to float to the very surface, to the very top, while others are sort of lagging? I'm not sure it's growth, right? Because the overall growth of these top 500 in 2009 was 8.7%. That's 8.7% growth rate. That's not very high, right? That's much better than the economy, but if e-commerce is growing 8.7% at this stage, it tells you it's really the end of the easy wave, right? Because late 90s, early 2000s, we were seeing 20% and up growth rates in the industry. Now that's over, right? So there's no easy way to make money in e-commerce anymore. That's what we're contending. And one of the reasons these large stores actually succeed is because they're spending a lot, not only in bringing traffic to their stores, but making sure that people actually stay there, come back, and buy more. And that's part of what our software allows you to do for your small store for a very small fraction of what these stores pay. That's an example of a small store that's seen growth, right? goldeneaglecoins.com. Now, is this an exception? Is this sort of a quirk? I don't know. I don't think this is a big industry, right? Golden Eagle Coins. Would you rather be them or be number one? Number one is Amazon.com. Now, they're clearly making a lot more money, and it's simple to see, right? 19.4%, or let's say 20% of the sales of this whole group of top 500 stores made by a single player. 1 in 50,000 or so online retailers makes up, 20% of the top 500 revenue. That's enormous. It's mind-boggling. And what I want to say about this is I think that this should show you the trend and where it's going. Because if you look at this list, actually, you'll quickly see that there's a lot of online players like Amazon. There's a lot of brick and mortar also, right? Staples, Office Depot, Walmart, Office Max, Dell, Apple, etc., etc. So it's a mix of players that are either pure online or offline and online. But clearly, these are not the types of companies that are going to basically renege on their investments. They're going to push forward. They're going to invest more. They're going to try to dominate. They're going to fight each other, and they're going to fight small retailers. So, that's my point. I think small retailers have a chance to actually emerge from this, but they really need to pay attention more to how they treat their customers once visitors get to their site, because many of them nowadays are heavily relying on traffic that they're getting from Google, eBay, or Amazon. And I contend that in the future, this is not going to be a reliable way to sell. They're going to need to start to build a loyal following of their own. And if they're able to do that, only will they be able to survive. Just like in the brick and mortar world, the only small boutique stores that survive these days are those that are able to build this sort of community feeling and a loyal following, which is a pretty rare thing these days. The rest goes to the big box stores. Okay, so if you want to learn more, we have tools to help you do that. If you want to get the big guns like what Amazon, Staples, and Dell and others are using, come to commerce.exorbyte.com, and we'd love to show you how we can help you. We're free to start and pretty affordably after that. Thank you. Bye-bye.